Hey, welcome to this video where I will be retouching this little still life I shot actually quite a while back. Been quite a busy couple of months work-wise, so I'm finally getting around to this. So let's see, I shot a clean background and a main shot and this fill. And so first thing I'll do is just open these, load them into Photoshop layers. And there we go. So let's try what we like with this fill here. So I'll put a mask on that layer and try to paint that in over here. Not sure I like what's happening down here. That's pretty nice. Let's fill in over here as well. Yep. Just go ahead and merge those. And let's set this up. This will be my background. And this will be our objects. So let's start with cleaning up this background. I like to start by separating what will be the wall and what will be the floor. So let's make this, actually cut out this wall part. Oh. Let's call that wall. And let's actually create a mask for this. And now I went ahead and I made this wall, made this mask super sharp. So I can use this feathering slider if I want to soften that up. So let's go ahead and stretch these pixels so we get that perfect line. So to fill this out, I think I'm just gonna try and stretch these pixels to fill the whole image. Let's go into 16-bit mode. Got some really fine gradients going here, so 16 is always good. So let's try stretching this like that. And same with the floor. There's some dust and stuff going on here, so let's do a surface blur to get rid of them. Looks like that's gonna do the trick, so we'll do that for the floor. Nice, and then same thing, looking at this thing. So let's run that same surface blur again. Yep. So we got a really nice clean background. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at our object. And the first thing will be to make a cutout. So I'll just grab my pen tool and get started. Okay, so we got our path. Let's go ahead and save that and make a selection. And I'll add a little bit of feathering to that selection and create a mask. There we go. So now we have our background and we have our object. So once again, in full control of our layers. Okay, so next step is to clean up our objects. Make sure there are no dust or scratches or anything on them. Okay, looking good. Okay, so now we can start adding some adjustments to these objects. So let's start trying just a bit of contrast. Let's make these bright parts a little brighter and these darker parts a little darker. Nice little S curve, making them pop. Nice. Does maybe make the reflection a bit dark. So I might just separate within this object mask. Let's put that in a mask and call that top. And just mask that in. Like that. So now we have this group in here, and that will only affect the top part, the actual object. And for the reflection, let's create another folder. We'll call that reflection and mask. We'll create a mask for that. We can actually just like that, and let's subtract that mask. There we go. So now if I make a curve here for my reflection, we can keep the dark parts here and maybe take these down a little, because I want the full attention to be on the actual product and not on the reflection. So it may be nice to take these highlights down a little. Let's try that. And let's see what else. Maybe see if we can make this this text pop a little bit. So let's make a selection. My magic wand. Select these letters. Like that. And a bit of feathering. Let's create a curve. add mask. Let's call it text. Now we can go ahead and maybe make it a little brighter. Maybe make it a little bit contrast here. Like that. Makes it pop a little more. It's looking pretty good. We can add a bit of saturation to that. Make it a little more towards the green. Yep. Nice. And let's see about these pens. Maybe I want to take them down a little. Let's mask that in. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's have a look at the background colors. Just use that here and see. We want to pop these colors. Yeah, nice. Don't want to go too far, but still make it really pop. Nice. Let's try the same thing for our objects. See if we just simply pop the saturation. Maybe that's too much, maybe just a little bit. Yeah. Let's see about this U. A little colder. I think I like it a little more towards the blue. We are in 16-bit mode. We got super clean gradients on the background, so when converting this to sRGB for web or whatever, these are going to start cracking up. So I think we need to add some noise to it. So let's create a new layer, soft light, fill with the gray, go to 100%, filter, noise, add noise. So maybe that's a bit much. You don't want it like really actually visible, but just to help with the gradients. So maybe 7 and a little bit of blur to that. Like that. I think that'll really help with the gradients. Let's see, is there something going on here? Yes, that blur. I think we'll have to stretch these pixels a little bit down. And stretch this a bit upwards. go. Got rid of that. And we got this, still got this really sharp mask here between the wall and the floor. So let's go ahead and add a bit of feathering to that. Something like that. Okay, I think that's it. Got a really clean, classic still life. Yeah, so please go ahead and like, subscribe, help us out, and I'll see you soon.